Go
All right.
ahead though. Run it back. Run it back.
Yeah, so we got heavy content with Officer Design and Officer Kakam, you know what I'm saying, on Tuesdays. We get that going on, you know what I'm saying.
Destruction is on the way, man. That lake of fire is right here. You never know who we gonna have on here, man. But you can't expect Priest and Officer Kakungaba, man. He gonna be on here faithfully. The first woe was passed, the second woe passed, and the third woe coming quickly. You understand? They over there going nuts in the Middle East. And it's not gonna let up. We not here for your feelings. You understand me? So if you all in your feelings, you just such emotional person, man, you might want to tune in to Joel Osteen.
How many of y'all late? Everybody that's supposed to be here with y'all here right now? You saw? Everybody that's supposed to be here with y'all right now, they here right there. Everybody drop. Everybody. What the fuck y'all talking about? Damn. Up. One. Up. Two. Damn. Up. Three. Come. That's what I'm saying. They just ran over there. Y'all ain't see that? Everybody jump. Damn. Up. One. Damn. Up. Two. And look to your right. You see them men next to you? That's what the fuck this shit is about.
We want no cowards in our camp, that would let their colors fly. We want no cowards in our camp, only men prepared to die.
Forward! March! Oh, you call this a class? I don't know, sir.
They about to get this work.
Double time.
And just to see young men, just to see men, I just been running my mouth, and it's just so beautiful to see.
One ring! One ring! Go! Two right! Go! Shabbat. Line stick. Right here, Captain. Seven ranks. Right, 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 right. Down. Up. 5. Down. Up. 6. Down. Up. 7. Down. Up. 8. Down. Up. 9. Down. Up. 10. They were at home. I'm thinking they didn't take Hebrew Academy seriously. How hard is it to do 3 ranks? Pay attention on it. Right, sir. Right, sir. Stop. Right, 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 right. Hebrew Academy trials. You know what I mean? Since last Passover, these brothers stood. This is the remnant of the brothers that made it to this day. And these brothers don't know, man, this about to be the worst, best day of their life.
Command Jay Hana's army for all Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans, the whole world that hates us, the whole world that despises us. Command Jay Hana making sure Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans got protection.
They have learned what it is that it takes for us to gather together so that they can go ahead and gather the rest of our people. And that is what's going to get us out of this captivity, man. And this is what we are doing here in the ISUPK under commanding General Yohana. C'est ça n'a fait là, dans ISUPK, en valeur de commandant général Yohana. Shalom Haïti, shalom Israël.
Now y'all looking like UK soldiers. Do not punch up on each other.
Come on, call.
Fix my rank. Left turn. So. Quarter wall. Top of arm. Apart. So. Apart. So. Run halt.
These brothers right here are going to feel a lot of pain today. Pain. That's what these brothers are going to feel today. And we ain't going to let up on them because you have to really fight to be in these holy ranks in the ISUPK.
They in their head. You can't be in your head. You can't be out here fighting demons actively. You got to clear your mind and execute. The brothers are all right. The brothers are okay. They know how to do it. They got the capacity. They done trained for it for 28 weeks. But now they out here dealing with fear. They out here fighting demons, and they too in their head. So it's affecting their performance. But you can see it's there.
We want no cowards in our camp, holy men prepare to die. We want no cowards in our camp, never let their brothers fly. We want no cowards in our camp, holy men prepare to die.
Chin up station. Chin up. Let them work their ass to death. That's
your house high.
Fight for your house high.
Where's the goal?
Where's the goal?
Babylon is falling.
Babylon is falling.
To rise no more.
Rise no more.
Falling, falling, falling. To rise no more.
Rise no more.
Y'all around here talking about come on, Babylon is falling. Nigga, the only reason you go to camp is because you got freedom of speech. That's why. You don't go to camp because you believe this shit. You ain't willing to die for it. As soon as the laws come up there, you packing up your camp and you leaving. Shut up. I don't believe shit y'all saying. Niggas died going to camp.
Right.
Nigga, Albert Bibbins died at camp.
Right.
Nigga, you would have left. Babylon falling. That's why y'all niggas say it like that. Because y'all don't believe it.
Six. Three. 34. Let's go, get over it. Let's go, get over it. Ah, there you go. Let's go, let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Get over it. Get over it. There you go. There you go. Right there. There we go. Let's go. There you go. Come on, let's get over it. There you go. Come on, that's all right. Come on, get up. Let's go. Walk it off. Walk it off. Let's go. On the hands, Detroit. There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Let's go. Drop. Let's go. Let's go. Get over the wall. Get over the wall. That's what I'm saying. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Demo. Get over it. There you go. There you go. You making it easy. Be high. Wall needs to be high. Leg go. Hey! All right. Hey! On me. Go Spur, come on. Go.
You got that.
Push up. There you go. Let's go. Go ahead. Look, listen. You get to the wall. Right, come on. Let's go. Get over the wall. Leg up. There you go. You got it out. There you go. Nah, you took a baby step, man. You gotta put no baby around here. Let's go. Come on, Ron. There you go. Let's go. Give him 100. Let's go. Get over the wall. Let's go. He already know he got the ball. Let's go. Get over the wall. Do it again. Let's go. Let's go. Go. That's how you do it. Let's go. Move. Get over the wall. Let's go. So again, you good? Full momentum. Let's go. Get over the wall. Get over it. Get over the wall. Get over the wall. One more time. Here we go. Yeah, let's clear the wall. Let's go. Clear the wall. Good job. It's clear. Come on, there you go. There we go. Clear that wall. Let's go. Clear that wall. Come on, bro. Get over the wall. Come on. Get over the wall. Clear that wall. Yeah, there you go. Damn. Let's get it. Get over. There you go. Let's go. Clear the wall. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Take off. There you go. Slow down. There you go. Trying to get over that wall. Police don't cover that. You better go right to fire 200.
Get that wall. Get up. Come on. Toss that water to the side. Toss the water.
Take off. Got it? Baby, get over the wall. Get over the wall. Use your leg. Get over the wall. Throw the leg up. Go. Put it on the video, guys. Work it out. Don't give up on your brothers, man. Don't give up on your brothers. Let your arms out, shake it out. That you are not to injure yourself. Don't let pride injure you. If your arms are hurting like that, it's time to stop. Don't let pride injure you. Get some water, too. There you go, Akin. Come on. There you go. Okay. Yeah. Take a break and bounce right back on it. Even when you're tired, you gotta look strong. Come on, let's get it. You think you're the only man that did this shit? You think you're the only nigga that's been tired? All right, yeah, come on.
Strongest legs in Israel. Yeah.
Show me y'all niggas don't work.
I see legs in Hebrew. Leg out.
For your house, shine.
Fight for your house, shine.
Crowns of gold.
And the crowns of gold.
Babylon is falling.
To rise over.
Oh yeah! Oh y'all on that shit, huh? Oh yeah! That's how you feel. How they feel on this. Clap it up. All right. Y'all run down here, grab the waters, bring them up. I'm gonna let y'all know when they're ready for the next challenge, all right?
Big shout out to Captain Makad Abraham, another stone cold warrior. Muhammad started the Hebrew Academy back up, got brothers training and working out, passed it to Akkad. He chose Akkad to carry that torch. And Captain Makad carried that torch out and went ballistic with this joint.
Ready to go?
Go, Akkad.
We're going live.
Jump the jack.
Let's go.
There you go. There you go. Attack. Attack. Attack.
Open your eyes up. Attack.
There you go. Where you at? There you go. Strike. 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 There you go. Strike. Strike. Keep on striking.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Don't rub your eyes. Don't rub your eyes. Keep going. Keep throwing the punch. Combo. Keep going.
Jump attack. Jump attack.
Other hand. Other hand. Right hand. Jump. Jump right hand. Jump right hand. Jump right hand. Y'all come out. Uppercut. 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 Left hand. Fight. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it.
Jump attack. Jump attack.
Open your eyes up.
Attack. Attack. Strike the mid. Don't attack.
Open your eyes. You gotta open your eyes.
There you go.
Jumping jack, jumping jack, jumping jack,
Get ready to take up.
jumping jack, jumping jack. Attack, get the meat, get the meat. Open, get the meat. Get the meat, right. There you go. Get the meat, there you go. There you go, there you go. All right.
Run.
You got on your hand now. You put more back in your hand. Turn your face towards the water. There you go.
Jump attack. Jump attack. 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 Strike the mid. Strike the mid.
Jump attack. Jumping jack.
Jumping jack, jumping jack, jumping jack.
Attack. Attack.
Fight.
Water here.
Run to the water. Run to the water.
Right here to the water.
Jump attack. Attack.
Jump in.
You gotta hit it. Open your eyes. Don't touch your eyes. Hit the mid.
Jumping jack, jumping jack.
Open your eyes and hit the mid.
Hit the meat, attack the meat. That's right. That's right. That's right. See your turn.
Let's go. Water. Run to the water. Jump attack. Attack. Strike the mid. Open your eyes, brother.
Let's go, Capillard. The work, Capillard. Jumping jack. Jumping jack. Attack the meat.
Let's go.
There you go. Oh, hit the miss. Hit the miss. He is right. Go to the water. Run to the water.
Come on. Hold your head up.
I stood 10 toes down in these streets, whole ground in these streets. Roll around the city with the pound with this beat. I'd have made this my last stand, but I am not an ordinary man. I'm a motherfucking soldier. The last stand, I'm a soldier.
Let's go.
Your eyes open, fire.
Whole ground in these streets.
Jumping jack.
Roll around the
Jumping
city
jack.
with
Your eyes
the
open. Jumping
pound
jack.
in this beat.
Your eyes open. Jumping jack.
That's right. Clap it up. Yeah, it's the ISUPK, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Started at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Established in 1969, being held out by Commanding General Yohana. We are not affiliated with any other group. not your Christian pastors, not your Muslim mosques, not your Democratic Party, not your Republican Party, not your Black Panther Party, not any other group, not your blackity black groups, not your Egyptology, any of that. This is the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. And if you are not in the ISUPK, you are not in the truth. You understand? And definitely, if you could, Baba Kashad, everybody hit the like button, hit the share button, get the algorithm popping so we can spread this truth here in the Midwest. This precinct officer Kakungabar, got my man right here on the right side of me, Trooper Kanayak, you know what I'm saying? We filling in also for Officer Malak, you know what I'm saying? Give everybody a hand. Officer Malak will not be in tonight for those who's watching from KC. But yeah, definitely also did I put it? Yeah, the attendance is in the chat. So, you know what I'm saying? You want to get credit for class, definitely fill out the attendance sheets or whatnot. You know, shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to young man Isaiah, you know what I'm saying, out of Kansas City. Definitely shout out to Amadja. Shout out to Amadja. Shout out to, let me see what's up in here. You know what I'm saying? We got Sister Bayat Ahab, definitely out of Omaha, Nebraska. Yeah, definitely shout out to everybody in the chat and whatnot. So definitely hit the like button, hit the share button. What tonight is Wednesday night law class. You know what I'm saying? You know how we do. We break it down precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little, there a little. Therefore, we hate every false way. This is how you learn the truth, precept upon precept. And tonight's lesson is going to be about the coming of Christ. You understand? Unfortunately, your Christian pastors and all your religious sects, every denomination, whether if it was Baptist, Apostolic, Methodist, Episcopal, you know, all of those denominations, especially the Catholic Church, the Pope, you know what I'm saying? They have lied to you. You know what I'm saying? They told you nothing but lies, but we're here to tear down all the lies. Right. We're here to tear down all the lies at your Catholic Church, your Christian church, your Buddhist temples, your Muslim mosques, all the conspiracies that everybody talk about. Listen, we're gonna break it all down to you. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna just show you the undeniable truth when it comes down to these current events, everything that's happening in 2026. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, what they tell you when Christ comes, that you know a lot of people people gonna be hand joining in hand, like Dr. Martin Luther King. You know, he had a dream that his dream is really a nightmare. He admitted it. He said that I figured out, or how do you say, paraphrasing, that I'm afraid that my dream has turned into a nightmare, and he has led his people into a burning building. And he did not lie. At that point, he had a revelation, and he realized that was the only time when he told the truth. And then, of course, he ended up getting unalived for all the lies that he was telling and leading the sheep to the slaughter. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we're going to break it down. We're going to get straight into it. The coming of Christ. You know what I'm saying? So first of all, I want to start right here with Hebrews chapter 10. You know what I'm saying? We're going to start right there.
This is Hebrews chapter 10, verse 7. Then said I, lo, I come in the volume of the book. It is written of me to do thy will, O God.
Right. Christ said he comes in the volume of the book. That means the Old Testament, the Apocrypha, and the New Testament. You understand? From Genesis to Revelation, it is written of him. So a lot of you Christians, you guys just stick in the New Testament. You guys don't even touch the Old Testament. And actually, you don't even like the whole New Testament because you don't even go into Revelations. Revelations is the revealing of Christ. And the only thing you want to stick in is Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You want to talk about all the, like, you want to make Christ so effeminate, like he's a effeminate man, and he's just coming to walk through the tulips and walk with the doves and the lamb and being all docile. No, that is not Christ. Christ is a militant man. You understand? That's why they call the Most High God a man of war. You understand? The Lord of hosts. What's a host? A host is an army. You understand? He's the Lord of the armies. And Christ is second in command when it comes down to these armies. You understand? It's the Most High God, Christ, then the angels. And then you're going to have the 144,000. Well, actually, no, then you got the 12 apostles or whatnot. Then you got the 144,000. You understand? This is a governing body.
Right.
But Christ says what? Read that again.
Khan. This is Hebrews chapter 10, verse 7. Then said I, lo, I come in the volume of the book.
He comes in the volume of the book. That means the whole book. So we ain't skipping over nothing. We're going to go precept upon precept. You understand? So let's start in the New Testament. You understand? Let's just start right here with Matthew's chapter 24. Let's start there and see what it's like. So when the apostles and when the disciples, you know what I'm saying, they came to Christ, and they was like, man, because they knew Christ was, you know, he was about to be unalive, and they wanted to know what's it going to be. You know what I'm saying? How are we going to tell about thy coming? So let's go ahead and read that.
Khan. This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming?
Right. What should be the sign of your coming? When shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming? You know, everybody think they got signs and wonders. Well, it's written right there. We can see what the signs of his coming is because it's written aforetime. It's written for our knowledge because he comes in the volume of the book. You understand? So keep reading.
And of the end of the world.
The end of the world. You know, everybody talks about the end of the world. You got false prophets out here. Like, what's that one famous false prophet? Not Nicodemus, but Nostradamus.
Right.
You know, everybody used to love some Nostradamus. You know, I remember back in the day when I was just in the world lost, they would always talk about, oh, Nostradamus. Nostradamus predicted this. Nostradamus predicted that. No, Nostradamus was a false prophet. You understand? Who wrote some bullshit, Salakia. You know what I'm saying? The real prophets of the Lord are right there in the Bible. The real prophets of the Lord been on the corners telling you what's going to happen since 1969. You understand? Read that last part again.
Khan, tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world?
So what's the sign of Christ's coming? What's it going to be like? They're asking for signs of what's it going to be like when you return. Keep reading.
Khan, this is verse 4. And Jesus answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you.
Take heed that no man deceive you. Like I just said, they got these false prophets out here, man. You got these old fake Christians. You got these old fake Egyptologists. Now you got, what's them, Billy Carson? Right. I think that's his name. He bringing up Nibiru. They talk about the Nibiru, the evil planet that revolves around the sun and all this madness. 2012 was supposed to be the end of the world. You know what I'm saying? They got all these scientists and Scientologists that come up with all this bullshit about what's the end of the world.
Right.
But it's written right there. So let's keep reading.
Verse 5. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many.
Right. There's many that's coming allegedly in the name of Christ. You know what I'm saying? And they deceive many. You got good night. There's so many different fake Israelites who claim that they're Jesus nowadays. It blows my mind.
Right.
They be calling in the Cross the Line radio or coming in front of the camps. You got dudes named Yahoo and Jehu and and then you got that crazy nut down in Mississippi talk about this is the true land, and you got all these different people claiming to be Christ, and they deceiving many. I can't even believe people be following these cats. You got people like Nature Boy. He call himself God. They going down there, leaving all their family, going down into Honduras and Costa Rica, living off the land while he's down there touching your kids and touching everybody. He's just touching everybody. And everybody want to be these false Christ-like figures. Everybody want to be Christ-like. Right. You know what I'm saying? Keep reading.
This is verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled.
Right. You hearing of wars and rumors of wars right now. You understand? You see what's going on in the Middle East. You see what's going on across the planet. Like we just brought out what? Here, let's get some clips. You know, we got to show some visuals because our people are visual people. You understand? One, we got, what is it? Donald Trump. He just announced Economic D-Day. You know what I'm saying? Economic D-Day on Iran. Now, Iran is a part of biblical prophecy. They're the Persian, the Mede Empire. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna get all the way into all the prophecies as of just this exact moment, but let's just share a little clip real quick. Fair use. We're using this for educational purposes. Hold on, hold on, select. Can y'all hear that? Hold on. One more time. Let me refresh that.
Trump's direction, the United States Treasury has begun Operation Economic Outcast, an unprecedented campaign against the Islamic Republic of Iran and its enablers.
Iran will regard any country's participation in or support for America's economic war against the Iranian people as an act of war.
The United States or Iran. Today is August 24th, 2026, and we're hearing that the United States today, Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent made an announcement that there will be Economic D-Day starting today, and that all nations are to cut ties with Iran. And Iran is saying you've got 48 hours to decide. And if you cut ties with us, there will be military responses. This is your attack warning. Take a look at the latest headlines with me. Breaking news, U.S. warns other nations to cut Iranian ties in the announcement of the new sanctions. Take a look here. Bessent unveils sanctions designed to cripple Iran. U.S. sanctions Chinese entities, issuing a global warning of economic D-Day against Iran. Now, Iran vows to retaliate against any country that cooperates with the fresh U.S. sanctions of Iran.
Right, y'all get the point. They talking about economic D-Day. You know what I'm saying? And that's damn near, they bringing in all nations into this. You know what I'm saying? This is wars and rumors of wars. They went from physical war, boots, they ain't really put real boots on the ground yet, but aerial battle. Now they're doing economical battle. You understand? So keep reading.
See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet.
Right, the end is not yet. The end ain't it. You know what I'm saying? There's still more prophecies that need to unfold. And they're unfolding rapidly. And that's why it behooves you Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans to get into class, get in the ISUPK so you are aware of these things that are happening. So you're not caught up in the sins of Babylon and be partakers of her sin. You understand? Of her plagues. Keep reading. Read the verse, the chapter and verse that we're in.
This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation.
What?
For nation shall rise against nation.
Nation shall rise against nation. Nationality against nationality. That's race wars. You understand? You see what's happening? Racial tension. America thrives on racial tension. You see, it's uprising right now. Listen, they got what's it going down in Texas? I mean, Texas Road, how they spitting in the food. They lynching brothers left and right. They, you know what I'm saying? They shooting our brothers in the street. There's an unarmed black man getting shot every other day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What, man, it's a plethora of things. There's so much I can't even name it all at once for time's sakes. Nation against nation. Matter of fact, you just had right here. Let's get this clip right quick. Yeah, fair use. Fair use. We're using this for educational purposes. Like, people are getting tired, especially getting tired of the so-called white man. You understand? Let's get it.
Oh no. Anyway.
But yeah, you see it. The Mexicans, which is our Issacharite brothers and sisters, whether if they are Issachar or not, some of them might be Spaniards, but that nation of people, they just burnt down the Israeli embassy. That's a big deal. You know, and that's, listen, the Israelis are, you know, the small hats. So they take shit like that, they're going to call it anti-Semitism.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They're going to burn, they're going to try to destroy everything down in Mexico. This is nationality against nationality. People are tired of what the small hats are doing, man. Y'all come in our nations, y'all come in our economy and everything. You want to take over the Hollywood, you want to take over the music industry. You just push nothing but your filth. You know what I'm saying? All across our people. You own the porno industry. You got everybody on OnlyFans. You know what I'm saying? Just all your diabolical and perverseness.
Right.
And people are tired of you pulling these strings behind the scenes. So that's nation against nation. Keep reading.
And kingdom against kingdom.
Kingdom against kingdom. You understand? That's Iran against America. Iran against Israel, the Israeli government. That's Ukraine against Russia.
Right.
That's North Korea against South Korea. They're the same exact people. That's how you know that the white man is the devil. The white man is the devil when they can get two of the same people to bang against each other for capitalism.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They literally the same people, and they got a line drawn in the sand, and if any of them cross that line, it's war. You know what I'm saying? Right. Yeah, it is. Yeah, damn right. It's crazy how other people will fight for other people's oppression than their own. Right. Yeah, you damn right. We got our people. We'll join the American military to fight for the ones who oppressed us instead of joining the UPK to fight against those who oppressed us. You'll fight tooth and nail to save the white man and then go over there overseas and die for the white man. Good night. You know what I'm saying? Keep reading.
And there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes.
Right. Famines and pestilences. You see what's going on? The food is messed up. They got the what's that called? The hantavirus going around. What's that? The other thing, if you eating a salad, you're gonna have explosive diarrhea. You know what I'm saying? Man, the pestilence is everywhere. Every time you turn around, there's a recall on chicken, a recall on this, a recall on that. There's a scarcity of food. And now America is waging an economic war on Iran. It's finna hit global. The gas prices is up high. You know what I'm saying? They're tearing down what it makes to make fertilizer. You know what I'm saying? So if you can't make fertilizer, then you ain't gonna be able to grow the crops correctly.
Right.
And then here, especially here in Iowa, you're raising so much swine that you're contaminating all the water sources. Can't even drink the damn water. Good night. Keep reading.
And earthquakes in diverse places.
Earthquakes in diverse places. Listen, there's an earthquake every time you turn around. They just had one. What was it? Colombia. Right. They had one in Colombia that killed I forgot how many people it killed. I think it was like 2,000-3,000 people. Let me see that real quick. Like death toll of Colombian earthquake. Well, maybe it wasn't the Colombian one, Salaki, but there was one that happened. Well, it says that the toll was like only 300 people, but it affected 400,000 people. That's still a large number. You know what I'm saying? 400,000 people affected by the earthquake. That's displacing so many different people's houses or whatnot. It injured more than 4,000 people, left more than so many people missing. You know what I'm saying? Just matter of fact, just the other day they had a landslide in which is damn near similar to a earthquake. Let me see. They had a landslide in what was it? What's that one place? Them Buddhist people, Nepal or something. Yeah, right here. Yeah, they just had a landslide that just destroyed damn near the whole. You know what I'm saying? Nepal. That I think that's in India, if I'm not mistaken. Right here. Let me show you.
Look.
Right.
Go ahead. Oh yeah, it's not yet out. Get out. Mama, yeah. Look, usually bother go ahead. Look. Go ahead. Oh yeah, it's not yet.
But listen, all these different catastrophes that's happening rapidly, back to back, these are signs of the coming of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? What he said, I was a young man trying to get out the hood and didn't know any better. Back then, I did my time and then learned the truth. Yeah, Most High Christ. Yeah, get a Lord hand. Yeah, you know, we was all young men in the hood doing God knows what. You know what I'm saying? But Barakatah Yahweh Shah for the men above us, Commanding General Yohana, all the generals and all the captains, and who keep pushing this work. You know what I'm saying? So we can get up out of these oppression and teach other men to do so. That could teach their wives and their children.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? But keep reading.
Khan. This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 8. All these are the beginning of sorrows.
Listen, these are just the beginning of sorrows. You know what I'm saying? And these different things been happening for a while now, but it's ramping up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's definitely ramping up. So we got to take heed to these things. Repent, therefore, because the kingdom is at hand. You know what I'm saying? Because anyway, we're gonna keep getting into that. I think that's the end of that, right?
Come.
All right, now jump over here to Acts chapter 1. So Christ broke it down. He said, well, the disciples that was asking, man, what shall be the sign that I come? And he gave them all these different signs. And listen, we've seen these signs. You know what I'm saying? There's different prophecies, different things that come to pass that show you what would be coming to pass when on the verge of Christ coming. Now read that.
This is Acts chapter 1, verse 6. When they therefore were come together, they asked of him, saying, Lord, wilt thou at this time restore again the kingdom to Israel?
Right. So they was asking at that time, this is 2,000 years ago, are you going to return the kingdom unto Israel? Because they knew that Christ was here to restore the kingdom of heaven to Israel. And that's a cut to all you fake Israelites and all you Christians out there that think the kingdom of heaven is for everybody. No. If that was the case, his answer would have been like, well, the kingdom of heaven is not for just Israel. He didn't say that. No. Right. They knew that the kingdom of heaven was for Israel. But that's a whole nother subject. Keep reading.
Verse 7. And he said unto them, it is not for you to know the times or the seasons which the Father hath put in his own power.
Right, because no man knoweth the day or the hour. Not even him. No man, not even the Son of Man, not even the angel of heaven, know exactly the day or the hour. You understand? But we know the prophecies and the signs of the coming. You understand? And he already told them that in Matthew chapter 24. So keep reading.
Right. This is verse 8. But ye shall receive power. After that the Holy Ghost is come upon you. And ye shall be witnesses unto me both in Jerusalem and in all Judea and in Samaria and unto the uttermost part of the earth.
Right. See, listen, we're witnessing right now. We're witnessing unto Judea. Who's Judea? That's Judah. You know what I'm saying? The tents of Judah shall be saved first. And then we're going into the lost tribes, who are the Hispanic tribes. You understand? We're going to them. And then unto the uttermost parts of the earth. Now we spreading this worldwide.
Right.
Like it says, well, back in Matthew chapter 24, it said, I think it's towards the end, that this gospel shall be spread through the four corners, and then the end shall come. It might be kind of towards the bottom. Salakia. Yeah, if you could find that. But yeah, so this gospel shall be spread through the four corners of the earth. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we're doing today. And 2,000 years ago, they had no idea about the internet, about phones, about none of that. Airplanes, you know, cars, where this true, because back in them days, in order to get from here to there, you had to get on horseback, for crying out loud. You know what I'm saying? But now this truth is spreading so rapid that, man, listen, it's spreading like wildfire. And the white man is the devil. They see it. They're watching. They're watching from the sidelines, man. They know exactly what's going on. And they really can't contain it. They can't stop it, like, because every time they pop up, there's a new brother or a new sister coming into this truth. You know what I'm saying? There's a new, well, we all over the place. They try to stop. They always, with the FBI, they said, we have to stop the rise of the Black Messiah. That was their number one memo. You know, they stopped Marcus Garvey. That's how it all started, the FBI. You know what I'm saying? They stopped the Black Panther parties. They stopped this, they stopped that, all these different movements. But guess what? You ain't gonna stop what's of Christ. No man could come against what's of Christ. You get that?
Salakia, I believe it's
no. It don't matter. It's cool. No sweat.
Okay.
Might be in like the 20s or something. Yeah, it's no sweat. Yeah, anywho, so but yeah, so let's go to Acts chapter back to Acts chapter 1. And where it said restore the kingdom. So yeah, that's what's going on, ladies and gentlemen. You understand? They thought the disciples knew that Christ is coming to restore the kingdom unto Israel. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follow it. But there was a lot more prophecies that had to come to pass. Jerusalem had to be destroyed, 70 AD. Then we had to be led away captive into all nations. You understand? That was another prophecy. But yeah, go ahead.
Acts chapter 1, verse 8.
No, you could go ahead and do that.
But ye shall receive power. After that, the Holy Ghost is come upon you, and ye shall be witnesses unto me both in Jerusalem and in all Judea and in Samaria and unto the uttermost part of the earth.
Read.
Verse 9. And when he had spoken these things, while they beheld, he was taken up, and a cloud received him out of their sight.
And what?
And a cloud received him out of their sight.
A cloud received him out of their sight. You understand? What is the cloud? It wasn't just a regular cloud. See, the cloud, when you go throughout all the precepts of the Bible, whenever they reference the clouds, that's the chariots of the Most High God.
Right.
You understand? What the world ignorantly calls UFOs. You understand? That's the chariots of the Lord. And now keep reading.
This is verse 10. And while they looked steadfastly toward heaven as he went up, behold, two men stood by them in white apparel. Verse 11, which also said, ye men of Galilee, why stand ye gazing up into heaven?
Right. These two men, which was Elijah and Moses, you know what I'm saying? If I'm not mistaken, was that Elijah and Moses? Or if it wasn't, then it was just some angels. You know what I'm saying? But they was standing there gazing like, why you gazing up? You know what I'm saying? They look, because they looking like, damn, Christ just ascended into the cloud. He was getting beamed up into the chariots. You understand? They said, why you standing there gazing? Read.
This same Jesus, which is taken up from you into heaven, shall so come in like manner as ye have seen him go into heaven.
Listen, you seen him arise into the cloud. So how is he coming back? Read that again.
This same Jesus, which is taken up from you into heaven, shall so come in like manner as ye have seen him go into heaven.
You seen him go into the cloud. He's coming back with the clouds.
Right.
You understand? That's how he's coming back. He's coming back with the chariots of the Lord. That's exactly how he's coming back. Now we broke down some of the signs, some of the things that shall come to pass. You know what I'm saying? Because he's coming to restore the kingdom of heaven. And who's the kingdom of heaven for? Read that back up where it says, I think it's 6.
Con. This is Acts chapter 1, verse 6. When they therefore were come together, they asked of him, saying, Lord, wilt thou at this time restore again the kingdom of Israel?
Right. The kingdom belongs to Israel. So that's what's going down when he comes back with the chariots. You understand? So now let's jump over here to Isaiah chapter 9. Isaiah 9. We can start at 4 just for some context.
This is Isaiah chapter 9, verse 4. For thou hast broken the yoke of his burden, and the staff of his shoulder, the rod of his oppressor, as in the day of Midian.
Keep reading.
Verse 5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise, and garments rolled in blood, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire.
Listen, this one shall be with burning and fuel of fire. This ain't going to be no ordinary battle. See, when Christ comes back, he's not coming back for all this love and that everybody be talking about, man. He's coming with fuel of fire. That's how Christ is coming back. Keep reading.
Verse 6. For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulders.
See, the government is going to be on his shoulders. And when he comes back with those chariots, guess what? It's going to be burning with fuel of fire, nuclear fire. You understand? These nations, they gearing up for this war, World War III, and that's leading up to it.
Right.
You understand? You could drop that and get the Isaiah 63. Give me Isaiah 63, verse 1. And when he gets here, where's he coming from? He's going straight to a specific destination first. You understand? Who's he going to tear down first? Read.
Isaiah chapter 63, verse 1. Who is this that cometh from Edom?
That cometh from who?
Cometh from Edom.
Cometh from Edom. You understand? Because who's the end of the world? Esau. Esau has spread himself through the four corners of the earth.
Right.
And he has to destroy the mount of Esau.
Damn right.
You understand? This is talk about Christ. Like it said in Hebrews chapter 10, that he comes in the volume of the book. This is talking about our Lord and Savior right here. Read.
With dyed garments from Basra.
With dyed garments. Now it's going to explain why it's saying dyed garments. Keep reading.
That is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save.
He's traveling. How's he traveling? Like it said in Acts chapter 1, he's traveling in the clouds. You understand? Mighty to save in the greatness of his strength. Keep reading.
Verse 2. Wherefore art thou red in thine apparel?
So Isaiah, he's asking, how come is your clothes red? Keep reading.
And thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat.
Like your garments, like you was just treading in the wine fat. What's a wine fat? So back in the day when they made wine, you had to step in the wine fat to make the wine. You had to literally, here, let me get a visual. I know we some visual people.
Right.
Yeah. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Salakia. Yeah. So why is it why is you're red like you treaded in the wine fat? So let me see. If I could get a good visual. This is somewhat of a visual right here. And forgive me for the fact that these are some Edomites, but it gives you the context. Hold on, let me blow this up. Picture don't want to blow up all the way. Okay, so yeah, right here. So back in the day, to make wine, you know what I'm saying, they would take the wine, I mean the grapes or whatnot, and they would give it to the person, and then they would dump it in there, and then the person would stomp on top of it. You know what I'm saying? And then all the juices would come down into that little bucket at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? So they're asking, how come is your garments red as like those who treaded in the wine fat? Keep reading.
This is Isaiah chapter 63, verse 3. I have trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me. For I will tread them in mine anger and trample them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment.
Good night. He said the what? And their blood shall what?
And their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment.
Listen, he's coming to stomp on these Edomites. And they talking about Christ loves everybody, and he died for everybody. No, he's coming from Edom with dyed garments. Why is his garments dyed? Because he didn't stomp them. Right. You understand? He gonna hop out and obliterate these Edomites. He's gonna stomp them, and his clothes shall be stained with the blood. Right. You understand? This is what's happening when Christ comes back. This ain't gonna be no lollygagging, ain't no walking through the tulips, ain't no singing no kumbaya. You understand? He's gonna stain his raiment. Read that last part again.
And trample them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment.
Right.
Verse 4, for the day of vengeance is in my heart, and the year of my redeemed is come.
Listen, the year of his redeemed is come. And who is he redeeming? He's redeeming the house of Israel. You understand? That's who he's coming to redeem. He's coming to restore the kingdom unto Israel. Just like how the disciples asked him in Acts chapter 1. Right. But in order to tear down one kingdom, in order to restore one kingdom, you got to tear down the kingdoms that previously existed. But he has to start with Esau. Because Esau is the end of the world. They're the ones running the world right now. You know what I'm saying? Jump down to verse 6.
Verse 6, and I will tread down the people in mine anger and make them drunk in my fury, and I will bring down their strength to the earth.
He's going to trample the people in his fury. He's going to bring down their strength to the earth. So all their planes and the satellites and all their things that they got is going to come down crashing down.
Right.
You understand that all the government crashing down. That's exactly what's going to happen. You understand? And it's going to be with nuclear hellfire also. You understand? Let's go over here to the book of Malachi chapter 4. Man, right there, I hope y'all writing down these precepts. Like I meant to tell y'all that earlier. Always have your pen and pad out. You know what I'm saying? Taking down these precepts. Precept upon precept. But yeah, Christ, he ain't coming to play no games with you. And then if hand join in hand with the wicked, you shall not be unpunished either, black man. You want to be a coon out here? You want to love all the white man and and you know what I'm saying, thinking that we just gotta beat them to join them, and you want to go vote. You know what I'm saying? You want to worship their holidays. You want to get high on their drugs. You want to be with their women or their men. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, there's so many different stories coming out, man, about all these different interracial marriages out here. Good night.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You want to conjoin yourself with the whore of Babylon, you will be unalive like the whore of Babylon. Don't get it twisted. You understand? Keep reading.
Con. Malachi chapter 4, verse 1. For behold, the day cometh, that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble.
Right. See, all the proud and all you wicked pastors, all you fake Israelites and all you fake blackity black group and all you wannabe leaders out here, all you the popes, the imams and your Muslim mosques and your Buddhist temples, and all that's gonna get burnt up in this fury. You're all wicked. All you scoffers out there that deny who the real children of God is, you're gonna be destroyed.
God.
Now, some of y'all gonna be saved. Saved for what? Saved for the plantation. Yeah, because we need some workers in the kingdom. You're gonna be alive so you can sit there and feed our flocks.
Right.
And tend to our vineyards. You understand? You're gonna be cooking our food. That's what you're gonna be doing. Somebody gotta be the servants in the kingdom.
Damn right.
But the major power structure that's at hand is going to be destroyed, and you're going to see it for yourself. You understand? Keep reading.
Con. Shall be stubble, and the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch.
Right. It's going to burn them up. How's it going to burn you up? With nuclear hellfire. You understand? The Lord, the first time he destroyed the earth with water, this time he's coming with fire. He swore he would never do it with water again. That's why you got the rainbow. But then you got these wicked sodomites out here. They didn't change the Lord's symbol of a covenant into a symbol of abomination. They're going to be destroyed with it too. America shall be overthrown as Sodom and Gomorrah. You understand? Keep reading.
Malachi chapter 4, verse 2. But unto you that fear my name shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing in his wings, and ye shall go forth and grow up as calves of the stall.
Right. See, us that believe in the Lord and our righteousness, you know what I'm saying, the fear of his name, we shall be healed in his wings. We ain't gonna be partakers of the plagues of Babylon and all the other nations that we dwell in, because you know we're scattered throughout the four corners of the earth.
Right.
When he comes back with these chariots, the chariots are gonna gather his chosen from the four corners of the earth. Matter of fact, if you could find that for me. I don't think get the he shall gather his saints from the four winds. You know what I'm saying? So when the bombs is dropping and the wars is going on, see, those who are faithful to the Most High God, we're gonna be called up into the chariots. We ain't got to go into no dugout shelters, no bomb shelters. He's going to gather his saints throughout the four corners of the earth. The angels shall come. You understand? Go ahead. If you got that, go ahead and read that.
Hello. This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 31. And he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other.
Right. See, at that trump, the last trump, when Christ comes back, he's coming with the chariots, he's coming with the clouds. And while he's going to Edom to destroy, this war is breaking out. You understand? Guess what? He's going to gather the elect from the four corners of the earth. You understand? We're going to be beamed up. The same way he was beamed up, we're going to be beamed up. And we're going to be healed in his wings. What's wings? What do wings do? Wings fly. What do the chariots do? They fly.
Right.
You understand? So jump back to Malachi and where it says in the wings.
Con.
But unto you.
Malachi chapter 4, verse 2.
Con.
But unto you that fear my name shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing in his wings.
With healing in his wings. You understand? Because he's going to gather us from the four corners of the earth. You understand? We ain't going to have to suffer what's coming to pass to these nations. As long as that you shall be righteous. You understand? And fear the name of the Lord. Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Straight up. But like I said, at this time, the nations are going to be at war. You're seeing the signs, like he said, wars and rumors of wars, famines and pestilence, earthquakes in diverse places. At this time, and it's popping off as we see. You understand? Matter of fact, let's get another clip of some more wars and fair use. We're using this for educational purposes.
The U.S. should be waiting for an attack.
If Iran is foolish enough to mess with the American military, we'll do what we need to do.
Any escalation of this situation will undoubtedly bring about consequences of its own.
The clock just started ticking.
Iran is promising to retaliate against newly expanded U.S. sanctions aimed at cutting Tehran's economic lifeline.
Any complicity with the United States in carrying out its aggressive actions against Iran will certainly have consequences.
Iran has just vowed attacks on the United States after we saw the U.S. declare economic D-Day against Iran. And now we're hearing, I'm going to be sharing with you the latest headlines that they are threatening to get nuclear weapons, to hit us with missiles, to attack our U.S. soldiers, to assassinate Barron Trump, and to knock out our power grids. Iran is saying they are vowing that there will be retaliation against the United States for what has unfolded with this economic line that has been drawn in the sand, where we're hearing you must choose all nations between the United States and Iran. Let's go ahead and take a look at the latest headlines so you can see it for yourself. Bessent's warning of an economic D-Day for Iran amounts to more threats. You can see this coming out in the last 24 hours, August 24th, 2026. Iran vows retaliation after U.S. widens sanctions, fueling fears of escalated war. Now, also coming out here, you can see the United States says kinetic strikes will be used if needed. Pete Hegseth not ruling out military force against Iran, saying the U.S. will go ahead and hit right back. UAE.
Right, you get the point. After they announced that economic D-Day, economic outcast, whatever they want to call it, listen, Iran, they double time. They on double time. They vowed to hit. Matter of fact, yeah, what he said? He said they put a $10 million hit on Donald Trump's son's head. Good night.
Right.
They putting a hit out on his head. You know what I'm saying? So these things is escalating. Wars and rumors of wars. You understand? And it ain't even no rumor no more at this point. They blowing each other up to smithereens, left and right.
God.
You know what I'm saying? And this is all Barakatah Yahweh. Let's get a Lord a hand for that one. You know what I'm saying? Listen, let's speed up the process. Shoot, you know, we do our prayers all the time. Listen, let's get this show on the road because we tired of this oppression. We tired of you racist Edomites out here. Every time we turn around, our brothers getting hung. You create new costumes looking like blackface. You spitting in our food. You're unaliving our brothers and sisters. You're locking us up, setting us up. You know what I'm saying? Doing this, doing that. You're poisoning the water. You know what I'm saying? You're cutting out the electricity. Matter of fact, they said, what was it? Gary, I think they ain't had electricity in a week.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But where Michael Jackson was born. You know what I'm saying? Flint water probably still dirty as ever. And the list goes on, man. If y'all want, y'all can put some more things in the chat. Whatever other things you know that's popping off. You know what I'm saying? So now, like I said, where was we at? Yeah, so it shall come as fire, man. You understand? Burning with fuel of fire. And at this time, when Christ comes back, like he left in the chariot, he's going to come back. He's going to go to Edom, destroy Esau. His garment is going to be bloody from head to toe. You understand? Like him that treadeth in the wine fat. You understand? And at this time, now let's go to the book of 2nd Esdras. Let's go to 2nd Esdras and let's just start at verse 1, Salaki.
Khan. This is 2nd Esdras, chapter 13, verse 1. And it came to pass after 7 days, I dreamed a dream by night. Verse 2. And lo, there arose a wind from the sea, that it moved all the waves thereof. Verse 3. And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven.
Right. Who is that man? That man who waxed strong with the thousands of heaven, that's Christ. Hamashiach Yahushua. You know what I'm saying? That's how you say it in the Hebrew. Christ is just a translation. You know what I'm saying? So don't be deterred by the translation. But it's Hamashiach Yahushua. He comes with the how many of heaven?
The thousands of heaven.
The thousands. So when he comes back, it's going to be thousands of them. And that's another reason why that the white man who's the devil, you know what I'm saying, they've been trying to bring out, you know, they be trying to slick in these little UFO stories here and there because they know exactly who the real threat is.
Right.
The real threat is the Most High God, Christ and his angels. You know what I'm saying? They know that we're the threat, the children of Israel, the meek of the earth. You know what I'm saying? We're in 2nd Esdras chapter 13 and verse 1. That's where we're starting at. And then, but we just read verse 3.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, so he's coming and he's waxing great with the thousands of heaven. You can also find that, matter of fact, we might get to that precept, but if not, it's in the book of Psalms also, the book of Revelations, where he comes with the thousands of heaven. Keep reading.
Khan. And when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him.
Right. See, wherever he looked, they was like, damn. Like there's another precept that says, all eyes shall see the coming of the Lord.
Right.
Every eye shall see. It's going to be beyond a shadow of a doubt that Christ is here. Now, of course, they got the military so blind and most people so blind and believing in aliens that they're going to probably think it's aliens. They're going to believe that this is, what's that movie? Independence Day.
Right.
That's why they come up with these things. And they going to trick them. They done tricked them because guess what? Keep reading.
Khan. Verse 4. And whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burned that heard his voice, like as the earth faileth when it filleth the fire.
Right. See, whenever if he said this, hey, man, listen, blast that, it gets blast. He sends the command, When he says it, it's gone. You know what I'm saying? Strike here. The angels strike here, strike there. You understand? They blowing it up with the fuel of fire.
God.
You know what I'm saying? And keep reading.
2nd Ezra chapter 13, verse 5. And after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of heaven to subdue the man that came out of the sea.
Right. See, at this time, like I said, they're going to be at war. The nations, the World War III is popping at this time. Christ then came back. He then gathered his saints from the four corners. And guess what? Now they're going to stop to fight one another. And now they're going to start to try to fight against Christ and the angels. They're going to see, in this, matter of fact, Ronald Reagan mentioned that. I wish I had that clip already pulled up. But Ronald Reagan said that if there was an outside force, then everybody would come together. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Let me see. Let me see. Salaki, bear with me. That's why he said that. He made a clip about, well, he did a whole speech. I wonder if this is it right here. Yeah, right here. Salakia. Let me share this real quick. And they said it. That's why they created the aliens and all that madness. Because the outside threat, let's just listen to it real quick. Fair use.
In our obsession with antagonisms of the moment, we often forget how much unites all the members of humanity. Perhaps we need some outside universal threat to make us recognize this common bound. I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world. And yet I ask you, is not an alien force already among us? What could be more alien to the universal aspirations of our peoples than war and the threat of war?
Yeah. We know exactly what he was talking about. The alien force that he's really talking about, that war, is the war that's coming with Christ.
Right.
So when it comes down to it, they're going to gather themselves together as humanity. Like you see in these movies, what's that? Independence Day, everybody come together, and now they're just one big old cohesive, we're fighting for humanity. But they're going to read that from the top, verse 5.
Khan 2nd Ezra chapter 13, verse 5. And after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men.
A multitude of men. This is all the armies. This is China, Russia. They're banging. They're banging at each other right now. But eventually, they're going to stop what they're doing to do what?
From the four winds of heaven to subdue the man that came out of the sea.
They're going to subdue the man. Who's that man? That's Christ. You understand? Drop down the verse 8.
Verse 8. And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid, and yet durst fight.
Listen, they gonna be booped because they're gonna see the power of the Lord, but they're gonna be so caught up in this, like he said, the alien threat and all that. They're gonna fight anyway. That's how blind that the wine of Babylon has got the entire planet.
Right.
And that's how much they don't listen. Just like it was during the Tower of Babel when they built the tower. They wanted to fight against God anyway. Because the nations don't like the Most High God, because guess what? The Most High God is not for their sakes. We are the Lord's chosen. The Lord's coming to fight for us, not for them. What did it say back in Acts? Get that one more time where it says, shall you restore the kingdom?
Acts chapter 1, verse 6. When they therefore were come together, they asked of him, saying, Lord, wilt thou at this time restore again the kingdom to Israel?
The kingdom to who?
The kingdom to Israel?
No, to the whole world.
The kingdom to Israel?
The kingdom for Israel. You understand? The powers that be, they know this. They don't want to lose their stance. They don't want to lose what they got going on, their seat.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? They don't want to lose that. So they're going to fight. So go back to 2nd Esdras.
But Salakia.
Yeah, no sweat. So yeah, they don't want to lose their power. They don't want to lose their seat. They don't want to lose whatever the structure that they got going on. So they're going to fight to maintain that. You know what I'm saying? But the Lord has put a strong delusion on them that they shall believe a lie. They actually think that they can fight against God and win. You got to be a fool to actually think that you're going to fight against the Most High God and think you're going to prevail.
Crazy.
That's why there's no profane or vile person such as Esau. And that's why the Lord is going to them first to destroy them. You understand? Who is this that coming from Edom with dyed garments from Basra? Now go ahead, read that.
2nd Esdras chapter 13, verse 8. And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid.
They were sore afraid. And did fight. You know what I'm saying? They still fighting. You understand? Keep reading. Salakia.
Verse 9. And lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand, nor held a sword, nor any instrument of war.
Keep reading.
Verse 10. But only I saw that he sent out of his mouth as it had been a blast of fire.
A blast of what?
A blast of fire.
Fire. Christ destroying them with fire. He ain't got to yield a sword. You know what I'm saying? None of that. A shield and buckler. Nah, he going to destroy them with the fire. Fire and brimstone. You know what I'm saying? Out of his lips. You understand? Because guess what? When he speaks something, it's going down. That's exactly what's happening. Verse 11.
2nd Esdras chapter 13, verse 11. And they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the greatest tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight, and burned them up every one, so that upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude nothing was to be perceived.
Damn, nothing's perceived. Nothing's left. All them millions of brothers, well, not brothers, them people that was fighting in that war, it's over.
Right.
They all gonna get burnt up. So any brother and sister, man, if you got any brothers and sisters that's in the military, tell them to get out now. Get out. Because you're gonna be brainwashed to thinking that you gotta go fight, and you're gonna be fighting against Christ. That's exactly what's gonna happen. And you're gonna get burnt up. Salakia. No Salakia. You know what I'm saying? So this is what you gotta know, man. Yeah, go ahead. You can read that.
Revelation chapter 18, verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins.
Right.
and that ye receive not of her plagues.
Come out of her, my people, man. Come up out this wickedness, man. The whore of Babylon, the mindset. You ain't got to physically get up out of here because why? Because when the angels come, get that where the angels retrieve us. You know what I'm saying? So some of these fake Israelite groups, they'll make you believe you got to flee and leave America or something. You know what I'm saying? Nah. But you got to come out of her mentally, spiritually. You know what I'm saying? And emotionally. When it comes down to you don't want to get turned back like Lot's wife.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Lot's wife, she was mentally, spiritually, and invested in Sodom and Gomorrah. And she looked back, and guess what? She turned into a pillar of salt. You know what I'm saying? You got to turn your back on that. You got to stop celebrating. I don't give a damn how much your mom feels when you don't celebrate Mother's Day. I don't give a fuck how much it feels when you didn't get kids nothing for Christmas. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody is caught up in the wine of Babylon. They're drunk off the wine of Babylon.
God.
And you don't want to be partakers of her sins or her plagues. Because guess what? The Lord's going to save us up out of it. Go ahead and read that.
This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 31. And he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other.
From the four winds, from one end to the other, not just everywhere except for Babylon. No, we're going to be gathered from the four winds of Babylon.
Right.
So, like it also says in Matthew 24, don't let no man deceive you. You know what I'm saying? Because many shall come in your name, in Christ's name, and deceive many. You know what I'm saying? So let's go. That was it on what was we at? We was in Second Ezra's. Yeah. So yeah, that's it on that. Let's jump over here. So like I said, who cares if you have to offend your people because they're offended because you don't want to celebrate Christmas no more. And you don't want to do Mother's Day or Father's Day or Valentine's Day or any other Halloween. We do it for the kids. No, you don't. You're doing it for yourself. Just like that wicked Target always coming up with some new racist shit every time we turn around with that damn costume that looks like a jigaboo coon, what they call Sambo. You know what I'm saying?
God.
Listen, black folk, you shouldn't be celebrating Halloween anyway. Keeping it real, you shouldn't even be celebrating Halloween anyway. So who gives a damn? Come out of her, my people. And who cares if you offended? Because Christ didn't care. What did he say? Read that. Go to Matthew chapter 10 and 34.
This is Matthew chapter 10, verse 34. Think not that I come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword.
Right. Christ didn't come to send peace. He didn't come here to send peace. He come to bring a sword. You understand? Because he knew that this truth was gonna. Just keep reading.
Verse 35. Brian come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law.
Right. And the reason why is because when you come into this truth, you're going to be giving up certain things. You're going to be giving up pork, shrimp, crab, lobster. Oh, what you think you better than us now?
Right.
Oh, what you a Muslim? Now you Muslim? Oh, you don't celebrate Christmas? Oh, you don't do this? Now it's tension. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? Who cares? Man, we doing this for the Most High God by Shem Yahushua.
Damn right.
You understand? Maybe Lord willing that they come around sooner or later. But if not, well, but may the Lord be with you. Keep reading.
Verse 36. And a man's foes shall be they of his own household.
Of your what?
Of his own household.
Of your own household. You understand? Your mom might be against you, if you, or your pops, your sister or your brother, your rib. Some of us brothers got ribs that's still in the world. You know what I'm saying? Now, if she'd be happy to be dwelling with you, no sweat. But there's a lot of brothers and sisters who lose a rib or their husband based upon the truth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But guess what? Christ came not to send peace, but a sword. Keep reading.
This is Matthew 10, verse 37. He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. And he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me.
Right. You love your mom, your dad, your kids more than the Most High or Christ. Guess what? You ain't even worthy of this.
Right.
You got to be willing. That's a sacrifice right there. Listen, Christ was willing to take his own life. He put his own life on the line for us. You got to be able to sacrifice a lot of things. If you got to turn your back on your mama, your daddy, on your kids for this truth, hey, listen, you better do that. You understand? Your rib. I don't give a damn if they trying to get you to go back down to the ways of Babylon. Listen, you keep going forward. Now you're gonna love your people still, but if they want to cut you off because you want to follow the Lord, hey, it is what it is, man.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? That is what it is. Keep reading.
Verse 38. And he that taketh not his cross and followeth after me is not worthy of me.
Right. Listen, if you ain't gonna pick up your cross, man, and you ain't gonna put in that work, you ain't gonna put in that sacrifice, and you ain't gonna do this work, you ain't worthy of Bahashim Yahushua. You understand? Y'all Bahashim Yahushua. I pray you understand. So Christ didn't come to send peace. He came to bring division. You understand? But here in the UPK, there is no division. We are one body. You understand? We one body, and we're going to do this. One faith, one Lord, one baptism.
Right.
And we working as a unit. And there's many members to this body. You know what I'm saying? Every brother and every sister is very important. You understand? Out there in the world, you ain't nothing. Nobody gives a damn. Everybody's all for themselves. Everybody wants to go and just get the bag. That's all they about, getting the bag and living their best life, getting the bag. They don't give a damn about you. You understand? Brotherhood and sisterhood is a weapon. This is what we do here in this school. And that's why we stay on this, on the internet or on the highways and byways, week in and week out, to try to wake up the dead. You understand? Because guess what? You never know when the shit's gonna really hit the fan. It's hitting the fan a little bit, but when it really hit the fan, then where you gonna be at? Because you don't never know. Matter of fact, let me get 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 10, if you could.
This is 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night.
Like a what?
As a thief in the night.
As a thief in the night. You understand? You don't know. And everybody's done heard that scripture. Even when you was in the world, I know you probably heard that scripture.
Right.
And that's for sure. No man knoweth the day or the hour. You understand? Read that again.
2 Peter chapter 3, verse 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise.
With the what?
With a great noise.
What's that noise? That's them bombs dropping.
Right.
You understand? That's that fire that come out from the chariots. That's how it's gonna happen. And every eye shall see. Keep reading.
Khan Adam Khan. And the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
Shall what?
And the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
Shall melt with fervent heat. You understand? That's nuclear bombs, ladies and gentlemen. That's exactly how it's going down. So you don't want to be getting caught up in this rhetoric and all this old fake lifestyle, especially this social media where everybody wants to be validated all the time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You want to be in the world, but not of it. You understand? You want to be smart as serpents, harmless as doves. You want to move accordingly. You understand? Or you're going to get a part of that fervent heat that burns up the elements. Read that one part again.
Khan Adam Khan. In the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
Fervent heat. You understand? That's that nuclear hellfire, man. Let's go ahead. Let's jump over here so we can talk about some more of that fervent heat. Zechariah. Let's get Zechariah.
Khan Adam Khan.
Zechariah chapter 14, verse 12.
Khan Adam Khan. This is Zechariah chapter 14, verse 12. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people with Salakia, all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet. And their eyes shall consume away in their holes.
Good night.
And their tongue shall consume away in their mouth.
Listen, their eyes, your flesh. And how's that going to happen? With the fire that the Lord cometh. You understand? They put it in the movies. Listen, you know, we're going to bring it out. You understand? Fair use. This is exactly where they get this from. Fair use, fair use.
Hey. Here we go.
Yeah, you see, she's all happy. You know what I'm saying? She in the over there, but she sees it. What's happening? That's that fervent heat. Yeah. Come on, man. Let's read that while this is going down. Read that.
Khan Adam Khan.
And where was we at? Oh yes, Salakia. Zechariah chapter 14, verse 12.
Khan Adam Khan. Zechariah chapter 14, verse 12. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet.
Their what?
Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet.
The flesh will consume away while you stand on your feet. You see what's going on? Your flesh is consuming away while you stand on your feet. Keep reading.
And their eyes shall consume away in their holes.
Yeah, your eyes is going to consume away in your holes. You understand? What can do that?
Right.
That's what's happening, ladies and gentlemen. They know what's going on. That they put it in the movies. Keep reading.
And their tongue shall consume away in their mouth.
Their tongue shall consume away in your mouth. Obliterated. Everything up off you. Good night.
Damn.
You can't make this shit up, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
And the Lord put it in there thousands of years ago.
Right.
You understand? Was there any more of that?
Sir.
Man, listen. I think, man, listen, there's so many more precepts. We might have to do part 2. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? We got so many more precepts on that. But listen, come out of her, my people. You understand? Because you don't know the day or the hour. You know what I'm saying? Listen, we got to come back to these laws, statutes, and commandments. Get in class. You know what I'm saying? Pay your tithes. You know what I'm saying? Say con out of one con, man. And with that, we're going to pass the class over to Trooper Kanayat.
Con out of one con. This is the ISUBK security announcements.
Matter of fact, you should go ahead. Let's go ahead.
We are the ISUBK, started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rules for the new brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is pay your tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers chapter 18:21 and Malachi chapter 3, verse 8 through 10. Means tenth in the Hebrew, ma'asharah. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund. Free will offering for a priest. Not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations. The next one will be the memorial blowing of the trumpets. This is September 11, 2026. So 9/11, 2026. And 10 days after that, it will be
the Day of Atonement.
The Day of Atonement, Salakia. Akim and Aqua to check the bulletin board in the hallway if anyone wants to be a trooper in the school to start wearing all black. Boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf.
Damn right. Oh yeah, don't forget also I think it's next weekend. Oh yeah, Salakia. Next weekend, if anybody in the East Coast region or whatnot, it's the ISUBK's East Coast Cookout. You know what I'm saying? That's down there in Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love. You know what I'm saying? Commander General Yohana, General Mahaim, all the generals and captains, and everybody out there on the East Coast is going to be out there for the East Coast Cookout. And then, holla at your camp leader or whatnot. Anybody, if you need information, you know what I'm saying, definitely go ahead and attend that if you could. You know what I'm saying? But yep, go ahead, Salakia.
Con. And with that, we're going to give a courtesy salute to the officer, men of Israel, Amijam, which means to stand. Amijam Shabbat, Amijam, Barak, Yahweh Shem Yahushai Barakathah.
Yahweh Shem Yahushai Barakathum.
Gosh Matah means hands down. Sar. We're going to salute the sisters. To the sisters, Amijam Shabbat, Amijam, Barak, Yahweh Shema Alatham Shem Yahushai. Hands down, class dismissed.
Damn right. Shalom, Lord Christ.
Shalom, Lord Christ.
I seen heaven turn to hell, I gotta stay alive. Lord have mercy on my soul, stand by my side. I killed the old man and I watched him die. Lost a couple niggas, guess he wasn't my round. Hey, play my niggas, lay you down, they all down the ride. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive. I gotta stay alive. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive. Tell me we don't live in hell. My brother doing 55 in that cell. Nigga claiming he your round here spin shell. Same nigga you put on to hit the stand and tell. How the fuck you turn your back on a nigga that love you? Treat your kids like my kids, treat you like a brother. I told my dog, let's leave the streets to serve the most high. He said, fuck that shit, he trying to sell another pie. His daddy killed him, put him in the trunk, set him on fire. His wife was pregnant, he ain't never get to see his child. Had me thinking to myself, what happened if I die? Look my babies in the eyes, I gotta stay alive. I put my ego on the shelf and my pride to the side. I'm with some niggas who gon' step and got God on their side. Got in the ISUPK, they keep asking me why. As I do the work of the Lord, I gotta stay alive. Face the east, pray alive. I seen heaven turn to hell, I gotta stay alive. Lord have mercy on my soul, stand by my side. I killed the old man and I watched him die. Lost a couple niggas, guess he wasn't my round. Hey, play my niggas, lay you down, they all down the ride. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive. I gotta stay alive. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive.
You ever pump a pack with a snake by your side? Yes, I see a man reach out to God before he died. Yes, I did. I know the Lord forgive us for these sins, but I'm starting to think the kingdom of heaven is for these kids. I told my daughter, there's one man in your bed, I won't stand for left. For my son, I hit your head on it.
Destruction is on the way, man. That lake of fire is right here.
You never know who we gonna have on here, man. But you
Never know.
You can't expect Priest and Officer Kukunga, man. He gonna be on here faithfully.
The first woe was passed, the second woe passed.